Well, ready for a good meeting.
Woohoo!
Are you on video or are you just on over the phone?
I'm on video.
Can you see my screen?
I can.
Cool. All right.
Crystal clear.
Crystal. Cool. I don't like having to do this. Josie, can you hear me? Josie. Sorry. All right. Everybody still see my screen?
Yeah.
So, okay, good. I had to start the recording, guys. Sorry. He said, when I have integrity, my words and my deeds match up. I am who I am, no matter where I am or who I am with. Guys, that's what it is. No matter if I'm with my friends or I'm by myself, there are certain things that I do not cross. I do not change just because of who I am. It drives some of my friends crazy, but guys, you know, I got to make sure that Todd is his head's right, his spirit's right, and everybody knows that when I say something, man, I mean it. It says a person with integrity does not have divided loyalty. I love that. That's duplicity. Nor is he or she merely pretending. Okay, that's a hypocrisy. A person with integrity is one who establishes a system of values against which all of life is judged. And I highlighted a lot in this chapter, guys. I mean, look. I mean, I'm going through this book with a highlighter like a champ, and this is the second time we've read this. It says integrity is not what we do so much as who we are, and who we are in turn determines what we do. I'm going to read that again. Integrity is not what we do so much as who we are, and who we are in turn determines what we do. Our system of values is so much part of us, we cannot separate it from ourselves. It becomes the navigating system that guides us. It establishes priorities in our lives and judges what we will accept or reject. We are all faced with conflicting desires. Every person on this call is faced with conflicting desires. This is page 36. No one, no matter how spiritual, can avoid this battle. Integrity is the factor that determines which one will prevail. Guys, any thoughts on that? Going?
Yeah, I think it's a good rule for your life, not just in business, but in life, like with your family, with your kids, with your friends. I mean, you know, your integrity is what makes you a person that other people want to be around, in my opinion.
Yep. James, I think that's beautifully said. I appreciate your input on that. You're exactly right. Integrity binds our person together and fosters a spirit of contentment within us. It will not allow our lips to violate our hearts. When integrity is the referee, we will be consistent. Our beliefs will be mirrored by our conduct. Guys, it reminds me, and I'll tell you this story really quick. Horry County Sheriff's Office, Tom Fox, we collect challenge coins in our office in Wilmington, challenge coins. Those of you who work with fire departments and sheriff's offices and things like that, you know what challenge coins are. But Tom Fox, I asked him, I said, hey, man, he's the chief deputy of Horry County Sheriff's Office. I said, do you guys have challenge coins? And he goes, yeah, we do. And I said, can I have one? I collect them. And he said, well, what do you have to give me? And I said, well, I don't have one on me, man, you know. And he goes, well, Todd, these are to be given and you give back. And he goes, I want you guys to do the South Carolina Sheriff's Convention. So, you know, I was like, okay. And I said, here's the deal, man. I have a challenge coin at home that I got from a fire department. Only one I have. It's a surfboard that's also a bottle opener. But it's from the Surf City Sheriff's Office. And I said, I'll bring it to you. So I went down there. I got my only one. Now I don't have any more of them. They're out. He doesn't have any more made. And I got him that one because I said I would. And I show up to the Sheriff's Convention. Me and Brad and Josie are there. And I see Tom Fox. I walk right over to him, man, and I reach my hand out and I give him that surfboard, the challenge coin. And he said to me, he said, you're a man of your word. And I said, that's all I've got. And he goes, I will tell everybody that I know to work with you guys. Guys, a simple gesture, but of me keeping my word with Tom Fox. And at the end of the day, guys, your word's all you got. So it frees up to be the whole person no matter what comes our way. To earn trust, a leader has to be authentic. Guys, people got to know that you mean what you say and you do what you say, and that, you know what, you have everybody their best interests out, okay? So it makes sense that the more followers see and hear their leader being consistent in action and word, the greater their consistency and loyalty. Too often we attempt to motivate our followers with gimmicks that are short-lived and shallow. What people need is not a motto to say, but a model to see. Dude, how's that hit you? Anybody got any comments on that?
Right in the guts.
Yeah.
Todd,
Me
it's Trish.
too.
Todd, it's Trish. Can I jump in
Trish.
about, hey, Todd, can I jump in about actually doing what we say we're going to do?
For sure.
As you guys know, I've taken a lot of business away from Aflac this summer. And probably one of the biggest reasons, not to pick on those agents, they don't do what they say they're going to do. And when I say something simple, it may be, you know, on Monday, I'll bring you all your brochures all highlighted up in a nice family heritage folder. And I actually arrive on Monday with the folders in hand. They're shocked. I had a business owner last week, his wife cut her hand and he was shocked. He called me and I was over there within an hour. Just those, it may seem simple, but actually doing what we say we're going to do is huge. And then it separates us because, you know, we're all about service. We're not just here for the sale and gone tomorrow. And like Brad always says, we're with people in some of the worst times of their lives. If we can't follow through on something simple that we said we're going to do, how much trust are they going to have with us in those hard times?
Yeah.
Very true.
Y'all, people depend on us to be there in the hardest times of their lives. You know, they gotta be able to trust us. You know, when you're sitting down with them, I mean, they got to see the integrity in you as an agent. And Todd, one of my favorite lines in this entire chapter, you went over just a minute ago. Integrity is not only the referee between two desires, it is the pivotal point between a happy person and a divided spirit. You know, I don't know. I just, that line right there is just, it's powerful if you let it be.
That is good. Guys, this just means a lot to me because, you know what, man, do what you say and say what you do, man. Whenever I say somebody, you know, just tell, hey, man, somebody's going through this, awesome. Let me, you know, I want to add them to my prayer list. Guys, I go straight out to the car and I pray for them right there because if not, it's just talk, okay? Do those things. When you say you're going to do them, do those things. Be the person that you are saying that you are. Do those things, please. Look, now we get into, integrity builds trust. Number one, guys, you're probably going to trust somebody that's true to their word, good, bad, or indifferent. If that's who they are and they say they are. So sadly, they never get enough authority to become effective. Why? They're looking to the outside when their problem is on the inside. Now, integrity is you. It's on the inside. It's you. It's your head. It's your heart. It's where you're going. Okay. Integrity has a high influence value. Who would you rather follow? Somebody that's just shady as all get out, or somebody that's a man of their word and just says, hey, man, this is the deal, and lays it out for you? Guys, sometimes, I can be a little rough around the edges. I can be quick to judge. But the majority of people that deal with me, you can ask Josiah. I'm pretty straightforward, man. If it's something I say, I'm going to try and do my best to make it happen, okay? Integrity facilitates high standards. And it says right here, it is priceless to find a person who will take responsibility, who will finish and follow through to the final details, to know when someone has accepted an assignment that it will be effectively, conscientiously completed. But when half-finished assignments keep coming back to check on, to verify, to edit, to interrupt thought, and to take repeated attention, obviously someone has failed to follow through the doctrine of completed work. When the character of leaders is low, so are their standards. Guys, think about people that that their words just doesn't mean very much. Think about their character. Think about their standards of themselves, Anybody got anything on those 2 pages right there that we just kind of went over? We're on page 42 for those of you who are following along in your book.
Well, Todd, I really like the on the bottom there. It talks about just what Tom Robbins said on page 41, because this is a big thing. I don't know, for me, it's just what's going on with a lot of our youth these days, and just a lot of people in general. It's just, don't let yourself be victimized by the age you live in. It's not the time that will bring us down any more than it's society. There's a tendency today to absolve individuals of moral responsibility and treat them as victims of social circumstance. You buy that and you pay with your soul. What limits people is lack of character. And, it's just, I don't know. I mean, to me, just these days, that seems to be more and more so and more true as we move on. And it's hard finding a lot of people with integrity these days. But y'all, I mean, people are looking for people who have integrity. They just don't know where to find them. But once they find them and they're led the right way, they themselves in turn will develop that integrity, which of course it's like, we talk about on the calls all the time. And, Todd and I being the leaders on the call, and of course trying to develop other leaders. This is something, y'all, that we've been developed into. And of course, we're still have a lot of things that both of us are trying to get better at and develop. But y'all, it's passing the torch, passing the torch of not just trying to, not just integrity, but of the knowledge of this business and how it works. And the people who are really successful in this business, y'all, I mean, the people that I've met, their integrity is higher than anybody I've ever met in my life. I mean, when we were talking about people like Travis Wilson and Justin Ellingson, I mean, guys, it's an honor to know these folks and the integrity that they have. It's admirable. And of course, that's what we are trying to develop ourselves and also pass that down and to you as well. So I probably could have said that a little bit more clear, but hopefully y'all got the point.
Nope. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Ed, you were getting ready to say something, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. Speaking of integrity, when we achieve that quality, I was just reading this and it matches so clearly. It says, if my people learn to trust me, I'll get their attention. But if I initiate trust in my people, I'll get their action. So your integrity will lead the people that you lead to trust you and to act upon that trust.
Yep. I like that. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. It says integrity results in solid reputation, not just an image. Image is what people think you are. Integrity is what we really are. God, these are huge. On the next page, 43, Thomas McCulley said, the measure of a man's real character is what he would do if he would never be found out. That's what I just talked to you about. Hey, man, a spaceship comes down from Mars. Would you do this? Would you do that if no one would ever know? Guys, that's the tough part for me because I would know. And that's way more than anything else. And the way that I would beat myself up about it and things like that, guys, I'm not perfect. I've done a lot of wrong in my life. I've disappointed myself. I've disappointed others. But one of the lines that we're going to read on this back page is kind of who gets me focused on doing the right things and always making the right decisions. Integrity means, it says right here, and I highlighted this, man, integrity never disappoints. Never disappoints, guys. Okay? Number 5 is integrity means living it myself before leading others. Integrity helps a leader be credible, not just clever. On 44, it says the only way to keep the goodwill and high esteem of the people you work with is to deserve it. Guys, it's not, you don't just give it to somebody, man. My dad trusts people way too much. He's had people just walk all over him, and it drives me nuts, because I'm not a trusting person right off the bat. Most of my really, really good friends, and Brad will attest to this. There was a meme that said one time, it said, it showed 2 pictures of these, from the West, the old West. And it was basically saying, that, hey, when I first met you, I thought you were a jerk off. It's like most great friendships start with, when I first met you, I thought you were an a-hole. And guys, I love Brad to death. But when I first met him, I thought he was an a-hole. And I know that he will say the exact same thing about me. And that's why we're such good friends. That's why I love him so much, because we're cut from the same cloth, But we've learned over the years to trust each other, man, and who we are and things like that, man. And those people you walk through fire with, if they say, hey, man, there's something on the other side of that fire and I need you to go with me, you lock hands and you go towards that fire. That's what you do. And I love that about him. So, Ann Lander said, people of integrity expect to be believed. They also know time will prove them right, and they're willing to wait. Guys, like I've told you a million times, I don't sugarcoat it. You're either going to make it in this business or you're not. Those are the 2 options, and both of those are just up to you, right? And I pray to God that you make the right decision, and that it is up to you, and that you do make the good decisions and the good choices that lead to your success, and that you stick and stay and let family heritage pay. Because, guys, this job is a great job. It'll take care of your family. I tell everybody, hey, man, the average first year makes about $60,000 in their first year. It doesn't look like that in months 1, 2, or 3. Understand that. Let people know. Don't lie about it. Because they're going to go, well, man, you said $60,000. $60,000 divided by 12 is 5. I didn't make $5,000 last month. It's like, hey, man, process. It's not something that you just go out and start setting the world on fire about. You got to build it up. You got to build who you are. So any thoughts or comments on that? We're coming down to the end. We got about 5 minutes left. A couple things I want to touch about. Any thoughts or anything like that? CJ, you kind of joined the party late, man. What do you think?
I mean, it all sounds, really good. Just the integrity, leading by example, everything like that. I agree with it 100%.
Yes, sir. Josie, are you there? Shows you're on the call and it shows you're unmuted. Can you hear me? Guess not, man. I guess he just opened up his computer, man, and then just walked off. Showed that he was logged on.
Todd,
Yep.
The one thing there's a couple things I highlighted when I was reading this, but the one thing is nothing is easier than nothing is easier than saying words. Nothing is harder than living them day after day. What you promise today must be renewed and redecided tomorrow, and each day that stretches out before you. That's why in leadership, of able advice. Because Andrew Carnegie, in one of the other books, there was Carnegie talked about like his career and how it was not easy in the beginning. But the thing is like you say, your character, because ours in our book's character, but it's still the same thing. Is just really doing what you say you're going to do. And when I talk to people, and they ask me, well, how long have you been selling this insurance? And I tell them it's not, I'm like, I've not been with the company. It's almost been a year, but, and I tell them what my fears were, was, hey, in the beginning, find out if we said what we did and we did what we say, and that's where I like to show, when I do these return of premium checks or just tell them stories, I mean, I'm like, we really do what we say we're going to do. And that really goes a long ways with people when you're helping them.
Guys, and thank you for that, Brandy. That's very, and it reminds me of a phrase that when I got divorced, I wrote this phrase up on my wall in my kitchen, a wall that was chalkboard, and it was just me and my kids there at the house. And one of the phrases I wrote up on the wall, and it's something that to this day I still try and focus on, is I love you is more than just saying it every day. I love you is proving it every single day. Guys, that's huge. Okay? It's huge for me. It's huge for my wife. Just telling my wife I love her is not enough. Okay? Proving to her every day. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be small. Proving to her every day, hey, I love you. It's more than just words, guys. There's emotion, there's a trust, and there's an understanding that is followed by that. So it says integrity is a hard-won achievement. Integrity is not a given factor in everyone's life. It is a result of self-discipline, inner trust, and a decision to be relentlessly honest in all situations in our lives. Guys, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with people. Be honest with customers. Be honest with your family. And just say it. One of the things that people, we talk about, man, is I'm honest to a fault. I'll tell them, hey, man, if you're going to ask me, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. If you want that, I'm ready if you're ready. But I let people know I got no benefit from lying to you. I mean, we all don't. We need to, we all need to focus on our words and don't lie about it. What's it going to do? Oh, man, I didn't want to hurt their feelings, so I lied. Guys, sometimes you need to have your feelings hurt. Right? I don't want to do it on purpose, but sometimes what people need to hear is going to hurt their feelings. It's going to change them. Okay? But a lot of things are like that. I've had my feelings hurt a lot of times by people who just laid out the honesty with me. And just it may not be what I wanted to hear, but it's what I heard. Billy Graham said, integrity is the glue that holds our way of life together. We must constantly strive to keep our integrity intact. Guys, if Billy Graham said it, you do it. Just going to leave that with that. Billy Graham definitely said that. And I'm going to say this right here. It said, you will only become what you are becoming right now. Though you cannot go back and make a brand new start, my friend, anyone can start from now and make a brand new end. Guys, that's all I got from that chapter. If your word doesn't mean crap to anybody right now, change it. There were times in my life where mine didn't either. Okay, I'm a lot older now, and I've just learned over the years, dude. There's no reason for me to sugarcoat it. Let's just do this. Okay. I think one of the things that Brad knows about me, James, Josiah, what you see is what you get. Todd is who he is. I might be the oldest one in the room, but there's times where I act like the youngest one in the room. And, hey, man, that's just me. That's who I am. I like to have fun. I love life. I love people. And what you see is what you get. So Anybody got some things that hasn't talked? Just to kind of wrap things up. We got Matt hasn't. We talked for a minute. Matt, Jade, you guys got anything that you guys want to share that you took from it?
Yeah, Matt here. My
Yes,
big,
sir.
the big thing for me is am I the only one reading out of 2.0? Because my chapter 3 is about character. So I read it. It lines up with the integrity chapter, but it's not the same.
Yeah, you know
You're
what,
not.
guys?
All
And
of us newbies have one.
Yes, I'm reading out of the Developing the Leader Within You. If you want me to, I'll grab the 2.0 book. But character and integrity kind of are
Right. They line up together. Like I can see that this was part of the 2.0 change, but I just wanted to know if I'm the only one doing 2.0. So I'm gonna go get 1.0.
No. Don't do that, because the majority of the people on this call, Matt, have 2.0. I know James
Okay.
has the 2.0. So yeah, you're good. I think Josie has the 2.0 as well. If we could ever get him to talk.
Yeah, I'm on, Todd. I have the 2.0.
Oh, hey, Josiah, hey, welcome to the call.
I was stuck in a predicament when you were calling my name, so I was on. I'm listening. I just couldn't answer it that second.
What was your predicament? No, I'm just kidding.
Wouldn't you
Matt,
have to know?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Matt. I apologize about that, Matt. I will. I'll go by and get the 2.0 and start tearing that up so we can be on the same page.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, like I said, this chapter lined up with everything you kind of talked about. It's just the direct quotes and everything weren't the same. But I did a little Google search, and it looks like next chapter is the same.
Oh, you did? Good for you. All right. The next chapter is chapter 4. So yeah, thank you for that. Is it in my book, chapter 4 is called Creating Positive Change.
Correct. The ultimate test of leadership, creating positive change.
Perfect. All right, cool.
Yeah,
So
and y'all
maybe
just know 2.0 and the original one, they are very much one and the same. There's just a few different things that are, just couple different quotes and things like that, but they are pretty identical. But yeah.
When we did the book review, Van had the 2.0 and we had the regular version. So yeah, we kind of gone through some of that confusion before in the past. So Josie, what did you take from this in your awkward situation?
I really like the part that Brad was talking about. The trying to find people with integrity is getting harder nowadays, but when you do find them, just to grab them up, show them love, just like you do, Todd. Treat everybody not as a number, but as a person itself.
I love you, Josie.
Love you too, brother.
We've got a lot going on this week. Next week is a Train More. Anybody else in closing have anything that they want to add to the end of this? We've got a couple people who haven't talked at all. Maybe Jade. Jade, are you on? Jade?
Yeah, I'm on.
You'll always be Jade to me, just so you know that. Anything that you took from this book?
I think most of the things that I kind of took from it were general points that have already been mentioned.
Roger that. Well, guys, I hope that you have an awesome Tuesday. Please remember what we've got going on right now. Right now, we have got a lot of things that's going on. This $1,500 bonus on top of the $1,500, guys, that's $3,000. We got Christmas coming up. We got a lot of things going on today. Talk to people about this job. Find somebody that is like you, that can be you, that can do this job. Shoot them straight. Let them know what it is, because it's a process. It's not something, when you hire somebody, they don't start 2 weeks from now, man. It's a long process. So my best to all of you. I want all of you to be safe. And if there's anything ever I can do for you guys, Brandy, I did get your text message. I also want to let Brandy know. Brandy, you are doing chapter 4. We're going alphabetically by first names. Congratulations. Woo!
Yay! Woo! Okay, I will take on that challenge. I got me a challenge coin at home too, so I'll accept.
I do, yes, you do.
Y'all remember,
Brad closing.
What? Sorry, Lulu's trying to talk to y'all about some integrity over here. Hey, y'all, just think about the stuff that we talked about this morning about integrity. I mean, don't just get off this call and just mindlessly go about your day. I mean, this was probably one of the most powerful chapters in this book, if not the most powerful chapter to me anyway. Y'all just think about this stuff, as you're driving and things. I mean, just find yourself in depth in your own mind, really thinking about these things and what it means to you. And also just remember, what you do today and the things that you get rolling and get momentum built up on this week are going to lead into next week for your success with the Train More. So y'all just clear your heads and let's make it happen, Captain.
Woohoo! Have a great day, guys. Good luck.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Brad.
All right, y'all. Y'all have an
Have a good
awesome day.
day.